Well, how's that for advertising? Yes, we are back again in Train Sim World 6. Back again to do some more trips on the West Coast Mainline South in a change to tonight's scheduled programming, which is due to be running train. Tried to start it twice and it didn't crash my PC, but it took over 3 of my screens because it was trying to do something with the graphics. And then I couldn't get control of the screens back. So the only way I could do that was to force close the PC. Did it twice. Third time, thought, no, we'll come back to the West Coast Mainline South. Because I haven't done this since the introduction of West Coast Mainline Milton Keynes to Crewe. So we should see some more routes and trains on this. So this could be an interesting one anyway. If this ends up on YouTube, I don't know if it will. It might. There'll be links in the doobly-doo below to where you can get the routes. There'll be a link down there to the Twitch page where you can watch me live on the Twitchy. And a link down there to the Discord server as well. Hang on.
Does this help?
No, it doesn't help. But thank you very much, Trenty. 75 months at tier 2. Trent is, well, quite mad. Yes, have started this 3 minutes late because of the issues. I'll add 3 minutes on at the end. It'll be fine. Good evening then to everyone that's here. I will read it from the people that are in chat because chat scrolled up while I've been waffling. Jammers, Lou, all these people could be lurking. Jammers, Lou, Magic Feet, Nigel, Sim, SMD, Trent, Grand Moff, Tiger, hang on.
Well, I was going to wait until intros were over, but Trent went first.
Trent did go first, but 19 months there, Sim. Thank you very much indeed as well. Hello, Stokey. Anyone I missed in chat, hello to you too. Right, so yes, we won't be doing Cage on Pass because, well, we're not. So West Coast Mainline South, where hopefully we'll see some of the trains, hi Connor, and Nico, from the Crewe to Milton Keynes running here. So we will jump in, and yes, there are more things. We've got the 807 here, we'll see 390s. It should be busier. I've yet to drive the 807. Oh, really?
Is it my turn now?
No! I'm trying to do a thing here, be professional and everything, and you lot keep interrupting me. Thank you, Nigel. Yes, I've yet to drive the 805 and the 807 because we never actually got to it when we did West Coast Mainline Milton Keynes to Crewe. So let's see if we can get something in the 805. We'll start at Euston. We have a problem. Right, Euston to Milton Keynes. It's going to be a non-stop run, but we should see it being busier, hopefully. Let's get going then. You have a feeling the cough may come back. Really? Connor, thank you for that. So there we go. David, who's a bot apparently, and Shawnee. There we go. If you do return, you haven't got to suffer the ads. How do you feel about song in interpretive dance? No one has ever understood interpretive dance. It's just you doing things that you want to do that have nothing to do with the music that's playing. Thank you, Nico. Right, let's shove that in. Let's shove that into forward. Unlock the doors. So yes, we should be busier. Let's go to that view. If I can move around. So what have we got in down here? We've got a train, because that's what you'd expect. So there's pretty much something in every bay, look. Yeah, that's busy. That's a lot busier. Right. Have we got windows in this? I don't know. Nope. Okay. Let's turn the volumes up then. There we go. Right. So are we stopping anywhere? We are stopping at Watford Junction and Milton Keynes. And then we will see if we can bring something. Really? Really? Are you lot going to be that annoying for the whole of the stream? Thank you, Connor. Hi, New Day. If you're new, this is how annoying this lot can be. The title for this on YouTube should be "The Stream Steve Gets Annoyed." It was last minute. 'Cause I had to change games last minute as well. I had the controller here. It's like, oh, it's madness. Right, loading passengers are a thing. So yeah, I haven't driven this yet. Haven't got the lights set up right. Where are the lights? Does anybody know? Tail marker and tail.
Welcome aboard this Avanti West Coast service to Birmingham New Street. We'll be calling at Watford Junction, Milton Keynes Central, Rugby, Coventry, Birmingham International, and Birmingham New Street.
There you go. We can only take that as far as Milton Keynes because then it goes off.
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Indeed. We'll hear about the British Transport Police in a second, I'm sure. Thank you, Stokey. There you go, New Day. You'll have to come back now. You think we're annoying? You are.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
Thank you, Round Night. Thank you indeed. That is many of the bits. So it's working then, so people can do lots of bits. Right then, so Watford Junction, 15 miles. So we should give that some volumes. There we go. We should see this busier. That's the hope by having the layering turned on. This is great stream. It's been going 8 minutes. It gets worse. You've got no idea. Right then. Also, I haven't tweaked my game engine again, so it might get a bit of jittering like that and that. It's Annoy Steve Day. It is. Isn't that every day? Yeah, there's no music tonight, Round Night. You can listen to some. Just to join in. Thank you, Magic Feet. Oh, you've realised... Which also just realised how annoying the end credits are going to be now. I'm not going to do them. I'm going to refuse to do the end credits. Is this the right room for an argument? No, that's next door. Hi, Jammers. Right. Let's get a bit of power on. So yeah, obviously this isn't in the original West Coast Mainline South. Have I got a button mapped? I have. I even mapped a button to turn on the AWS thing. Right. So yeah, so this is layering from West Coast Mainline Milton Keynes to Crewe. It's a shame this service wasn't going to Crewe, because we could have done the route hoppy thing at Milton Keynes and tried to carry it on. Have you updated this to have more anchorments? I don't know if they've added more anchorments. I know what you mean, Trent. It's okay. You don't need to spell it 5 times. Anchorments. Oh, you'll be careful of those. That's the kiddie. Right. There's an offer, if anyone wants to. Obviously, only mods can see that. Right, 350 inbound. See, I think this is definitely one of my favourite routes now for Train Sim World. Indeed, McBone. Unfortunately, we have got the safest railway system in the world, probably, but sometimes accidents happen. It's always a slow bit coming out of here because there's so much other traffic coming along. Obviously, we got the dark, we got the overground stuff as well. What was the offer for the mods? I can't say. Right, bit more power on. Speed is coming up. So yeah, the original plan was next time I did Train Sim World was to do the Preston to Carlisle on a modern timetable, but I was going to look at that this weekend. So obviously I thought we'll start back at the bottom again. So I don't know where we abandoned ourselves on the end of the last. Where did we get back to? Where did we end up? Anyone remember where we ended up last time? Okay, that's a thing. Yeah, we'll quit that. Where that was. Oh, that's useful. That was my that was my rail driver. Okay, this could be interesting then. Right, I have to go back to using keyboard. My rail driver software just decided to quit. Okay. Right, no, it's fine. We'll just go back to using keyboard then. It's gone home early. That's loud. That's very loud outside. Right. Oh God, now track IR's on. Don't put track IR on. Thank you. It's going well. Right, now put the volume back up. You've collected all the level 1 emotes apparently. Right, bit more power. Let's get going towards Watford Junction. That's fine. I'm okay unless I'm in a train with a separate brake, which I don't think I will be tonight. That is impressive, Connor. Connor's done a thing. Ooh, brakes. Okay. Go and flick the electricity off. I will officially melt if my electricity goes off. I've got the aircon unit sat outside pointing cold air into this room. So yeah, it's definitely busier. I really hope one day we do get Milton Keynes to Birmingham. That'd be a great addition. Imagine how busy this route would be then. Actually, no, would we see? No, I don't think we would see any more services, would we? Because the services we're seeing now are going to Birmingham, but we can't control them after Milton Keynes. So this bit is probably as busy as it's going to get. Yeah. So I think this is probably the last. Well, unless there is anything else that runs on this line that we're not seeing now. You went round slowly then, Nigel. There's 25 in here. But it's only been blowing in here for about 50 minutes. Right, power is going up. Yes, the aircon was only off at work for about 3 hours today, which is quite nice. Put your socks in the fridge. Okay. Well, you can, at the moment, you can do, obviously Euston we are a problem to Milton Keynes to Crewe, Crewe to Preston, Preston to Carlisle. So you can get to Carlisle. The downside is that Crewe to Preston and Preston to Carlisle was set in the 80s. So you can take the modern stuff up as far as Crewe, but then you've got to go back to the 80s to do the other bits. Someone has done a modern timetable for Preston to Carlisle, but there's nothing yet for Crewe to Preston. I should imagine eventually there will be, because people will want to take these things on there. What can you do to cool down? Cold shower, although you end up getting out of that sweating. Oh yeah, you don't want to take your socks off, then put them in the fridge. Like, right, I've taken my clothes off, I'm putting them in the fridge. Especially those socks. Bit jittery. But can you do them as one run? No. You have to route hop. Because you can't, it's not like Train Sim Classic. So you get to Milton Keynes, you haven't got to go back to the main menu, but you get to Milton Keynes, you then route hop, which then loads in the same time on Milton Keynes to Crewe. Then you can do Milton Keynes to Crewe. Someone else said you can do it if you arrive in early. So if this service, say, was scheduled to arrive at Milton Keynes, say 10:55, and this service then went on to Crewe, if you arrived early at Milton Keynes, you could go route hop, get back to the platform before this service technically arrived, and then take it over and carry it on to Crewe. I do want to do that one day. Roasty toasty today. Oh, obviously, hello, Pina. Yeah, but you can just spawn a train in and just do a non-stop run. There are some non-stop runs, so express routes. There we go. Right, we've got 5 miles to go to Watford. Then it's a non-stop run to Milton Keynes. And then we'll see what we can grab to come back down again. You remember doing Penzance to Paddington in Train Sim Classic? I did Paddington to Penzance in a pacer. In one stream, stopping at every single station along the way. It's either 60-something of them or 80-something of them. Took me 8.5 hours. It is there. It's out there on the YouTube somewhere. And a bladder like iron. Yeah, I didn't move from this chair for the whole stream. Steve is annoying without being annoyed. You're annoying. Right, we've got yellows. You are annoying. Good, it wasn't a heat wave. Remember last summer, and well, the years previous, I've cancelled streams when it's been too hot in this room. You're a genius. You're still annoying. Yeah, that's the advantage. Oh, don't encourage him, Connor. He's a tight ass. Pin ass to tight ass. But thank you, Connor. You're the genius around here. No, you're also annoying. I was going to say something there, Pina, but I won't. Am I coping with the heat? It's lovely in here. Yeah, this is definitely busy. That's why I go on holidays. I was going to say, I bet Mr. Pin Arse is happy, but oops. Alright, we should have slowing down things soon then into Watford Junction. And then we'll see what we can grab coming back down. Might be worth, what I might do is come back to Watford in something and then grab an overground and then bring the overground back down into Euston. We have a problem. Right, we should get an announcement anytime soon. Well, that's the joy, Peanut. The more you earn, the more you get taxed. The brakes aren't that good on this.
We are now approaching Watford Junction. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Indeed. We can't really remove heavy luggage and pushchairs before you get off the train. I haven't had notification for it, Sim. Lots of trains here at Watford. If I overshoot one station, I have to do the credits at the end. I'm sure I'll just forget by the end and do the credits anyway. Look at that, we're roughly on time as well. Yeah, that's busier. That already feels busier, just coming to Watford.
This is Watford Junction. Welcome aboard this event.
That's busy. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. We'll get to Milton Keynes. We'll grab us something, 350 or whatever it is that's going south. We'll come back down to Watford and then we'll see if we can do an overground back into Euston without a problem. I want it busy. All right, Milton Keynes Central, 30 miles. When do work let you not in the office? We got air conditioning.
Service to Birmingham New Street. We'll be calling at Milton Keynes Central, Rugby, Coventry, Birmingham International, and Birmingham New Street.
Safety announcement coming.
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
And if you ever wanted to know how you contact the British Transport Police, here's how.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
Yeah, there's no maximum working temperature, but there is a minimum. Is all they've got to do is, if the temperature gets too hot, they've got to provide you with the ability to cool down, provide you with refreshments. I won't get onto the discussion about the advert breaks in football for rehydration purposes. You've never been on a train in ages. Pina can't English. I didn't say that, Pina. You did. Nothing to do with making money by running ad breaks when they're rehydrating. Oh, we had ice cream this afternoon. That's bright. You want ice cream? We'll go and get ice cream then. I didn't go into work with my trunks on. No. Shorts, t-shirt, trainers. I bought some new socks this week. Made from bamboo. They actually make my feet less sweaty. There's a fact. I need to see what else I can get that's made out of bamboo. No, it's too hot, Trent. How goes the professionalism? Just got back from interview and you're melting. I'm melting. Oh, Busbound. Yeah, I like Busbound. We're doing more of that at some point. Oh, Bus Sim 27. I was professional in that. I'm always a professional. I'm a professional in everything I do. Ah, that's why I don't play OMSI much. You haven't seen me do everything I do professionally. And I just... You're enjoying City Transport Sim. I need to play that again. What's the other one? There's the one that's like that, isn't there? There's the one with the buses and stuff where you can do it in your own town. And there's the one with the emergency services. I quite like that. You have a secret camera. Oh, Peanut. City Bus Manager, that's the one. Yeah, and Global Rescue. Is there an add-on coming to Global Rescue that gives you RNLI? So it gives you, like, boats. You tell me. No, you tell me. That's why I said, is there? If I'd have known, I would have told you. Being the professional that I am and all that. You're almost looking forward to the car sales tomorrow. I like that. We can see that from the video. I thought that's my sort of game. There's another one. There's 2 more games coming up in the next 5 weeks. 3 more games coming up in the next 4 weeks that I'm actually looking forward to doing more of. One, you lot are going to get frustrated watching me play. So that's going to be hilarious. And there's 2 more. One, I think, is actually going to be really good in multiplayer, which I'm looking forward to. I haven't told anybody what it is yet, so I'm going to wait till the video goes out. We got Transport Fever 3 coming out soon. Is it a game I... Don't go nosing at my... Yes, Trent, it's the game I bought. Right, anyway, if you just joined, where have you been? We're on West Coast Mainline South in an 805, going from Euston, where a problem, to Milton Keynes. What we'll do when we get to Milton Keynes is we'll turn around and go back to Euston, but we'll go as far as Watford and then see if we can get an overground train to go back to Euston. Streams coming up though. Tomorrow night here with some car dealer simulator. We're going to be selling cars. Thursday night is the return of OMSI. Haven't played that in a while. Friday night is... What's Friday night? Oh, me and Trent chained together. I watched the start of the first video in that this morning. I'm surprised I didn't have a heart attack with the stress. Saturday night we got the return of Wreckfest, and then Sunday lunchtime back on the farm. Have I been train bashing lately? Not for over a year, Peanut. How's the bus company doing? It's being kept going by Trent and Gary. Yes, this route's definitely busier when you get south of Watford, but it's still really enjoyable. I don't think Hillsman gets time to play OMSI anymore. When he was part of the mass unemployed, then he was doing like 8 hours a day. Tom, the weather is roasting a fiery mix, but Steve Chess is running train sim world 6. Okay, I see where he went with that then. He's sweating a river but staying on track, so grab a cold beverage and kick right on back. I mugged that up, didn't I? I'm going to try that again. The weather is roasting a fiery mix, but Steve Chess is running Train Sim World 6. He's sweating a river but staying on track, so grab a cold beverage and kick right on back. Yeah, I balls that up. You're unemployed, you don't have 8 hours to play games. Hillsman did. And you say I'm professional. I didn't expect it to be a poem. It was just text. It took me... I got it halfway through. I haven't watched a single bit of the football, and I won't be watching a single bit of the football. I will resist quite easily, if I'm honest. No interest in it whatsoever. Has Norway got beaten yet? Because that's the team I got in the sweepstake thing at work. Norway are still in. They won 3-2. Come on, Norway, you can win. I get like 60 odd quid. Oh, don't encourage him, Connor. Thank you, Connor. Everyone's going wild tonight. It is the heat. You like watching it for the players. See? It's the men in short shorts, isn't it, Pina? Oh God! Right, I need to put that I need to stop Nightbot. I need to put Nightbot back in now. Doing that. That's many of the emotes, Tom. A woman passenger touched your legs the other day. Oh, obviously it didn't do anything for you, did it? It's like, yeah, thanks, nothing, not a thing. No flagpole being raised there. Right, 16 miles to Milton Keynes. I've been watching that Tom Hanks series on World War II, which, by the way, is amazing. And there's a whole episode on the Enigma machine and the part that Bletchley Park played in the victory of World War II. I really must go there. I think I'd find it really interesting. Yeah, so this bit of the line is quieter. A bit quieter than I thought it would be. Oh, yeah, what about Alan Turing? Yeah, I've not seen that. Yeah, I must go. When is it not quite in a train? What? It's not far from me either, Bletchley. That's a train. When is it not quiet in a train? Or when it's not quiet? Have you ever been on a train that's full of like football fans or rugby fans? There's also a film with Tom Hardy about the Enigma code. Ooh. Yeah, because cracking the Enigma, I'd said that thingy explained it's Alan Turing's birthday today. He was not treated well, was he? Because of his sexuality as well. Yeah, I've watched nine episodes so far of the Tom Hanks thing. There's still got 11 to go. I'm looking for. Well, hopefully he gets to the bit, because my dad was there during the war, although he's out in India. Peacekeeping, apparently. Yeah, I've been on a couple of trains that are full of football fans. It's interesting. Oh, huge rant. Saw a trailer to the new Spider-Man film the other day. Yeah, I think Marvel's sort of lost its way a little bit now. Too many spin-off TV series. They've lost their momentum that they had. A huge rant. No, there wasn't a huge rant from Downton Abbey. That was what's his face in Downton Abbey. Paddington's dad thing. Him. Whatever his name is. Bonneville. Triumph Bonneville. Triumph Bonneville. It's the one. Exactly. Oh, I tried watching the new... I love W1A and the 2012. And I thought they were brilliant. Tried watching the new one, and I watched like half the first episode because it was set in America, and it was like, yeah, no, not watching that. Hugh Bonneville. So I said, Triumph Bonneville. Keep up, Pina. It's Tom Hardy, Stan Laurel's mate, Stan Laurel's son. Is he the good-looking one? Was he Loki? Who was Loki? He's good-looking. Hugh Laurie. No, Hugh Laurie wasn't Loki. It's Tom Hart, no. Who played Loki? We're going right off on a tangent now, aren't we? If you're new to the streams, this is normal. You're good looking. No, you're not. Ed. No, Ed did not play Loki. Tom Hiddleston. I think it was Tom something, wasn't it? He's good looking. Tom Holland. Tom Holland's good looking. He's got a twin brother that does cooking. Can't believe Tiger didn't ride you. Hang on, I'm going to be... I'm very careful how I say this next sentence. You take it in whatever context you wished. If I were to come up there, Peanut, I would have ridden you. We got 7 miles to go to Milton Keynes. A bit more power in. Is his brother Ainsley Harriott? I don't think so. A bit of an age gap there. You guys really are. You could have rode me in anyone you wanted for £3. See, I knew they were cheap up north. Pina will take you around the back of Tesco's for £3. Oh dear. Anyway. I'm glad we're not a stopping service. I wouldn't be able to concentrate. You'd already paid £5 for Metro. Yeah, it's such a... Don't, Steve, I'll have nightmares. Yeah. £3 you can ride buses, metro and train. Oh, so we're saying that Pat spent more than Pat needed to. Good. Right, 4 miles to go. You cross 3 zones. Do you give good service for 3 quid? Is that what you say? You're the sort of person that goes in and just... Does anybody actually ever go in? I bet Pat does. And have the cheapest car wash. I bet the poor person in the car wash must go, really? You're really? And then complain when bits of their car aren't clean. How long do we get for 3 quid? Right, in we come in the 805 then. So we've finally driven it not on the route that you get it for, but I'm glad to see there are services for it down here. So we should get the 350-4 as well, because that comes as part of Milton Keynes to Crewe. You pay £8 for jet wash to car wash. Yeah, I paid 15 quid for the last IMO thing. I need to clean the car again before it's MOT. Right, we've got a yellow. Let's do the slowlying. Alright, so a rather quick run from Euston, we have a problem, to Milton Keynes. That's lazy. Yeah, just sit in the car. The guy does the power washy thing around the outside, and then you just drive through the thing and you get attacked by the brushy things. You've been buying lads diner? The car shouldn't get oily for an MOT. They just drive it into the bay. You don't. It's only the underneath they look at stuff, isn't it? Squeak, 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 squeak. You can't get your key, so you can't get it in the... Pina. No. Depends if you got a leak or not. No, I don't drip any oil. I do the wheels and stuff, but that's underneath. Announcement.
We are now approaching Milton Keynes Central. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
My car doesn't leak anything, doesn't use any fluids. It's all good. Paul, 5 Stream Street. You can't say it's an accident anymore. You've chosen to be here now. You cannot blame anybody else. Right. So we won't go back to the menu. What we'll do is we'll see if we can find a service then that's stopping back at Watford Junction. I hate to say 350, but something that stops a couple of places along the way. Oh, has anybody watched Sorted Foods video from yesterday with TikTok food trends? I don't do TikTok. One of them on there was you get a tube of Pringles, you melt some chocolate, you open the top of the tube of Pringles, you pour the chocolate in so it goes all around the Pringles and fill up the tube with chocolate. You then put it in the freezer. You take it out of the freezer when it's frozen, and then you unpeel the tube, and what you've got is basically Pringles and chocolate. Part of me was slightly intrigued by it. Part of me was like, that's just going to be the most sickly thing in the world. Right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to return to free roam. Get out of here before the train drives off with me. That was lucky. I called you weird for years. Well, you are weird. Oh, we were in a long one. I didn't see how long we were. I'm not weird. I'm adorable. Happened before I had to wait. I want to do another one of those. You know, careful of that cough there, Nige. Okay. So that's going to crew. See, I said... No. We're doing West Coast Mainline South. We'll go back to Watford. How do I... Have I missed the... Yeah, I have. It's out. Sign that. Ignore this. There's steps here. I found the steps. 5, 6, 7, 8. You're a train. Where are you going? Euston. That could be useful then. We take that. Professional I am. 8 coaches. Okay. How's Tony? Hot. And Tony's just currently wearing a lace mankini. I'll see where it's going. Calling it Bletchley. That's fine. We'll go to Bletchley. Right. Hang on, I've got to shove me because my thingy ain't working. Reverser into forward. Wipers off. We don't want the wipers. Windscreen heater. Don't think we need that. Cab equipment lights. We'll do that in case we go for the tunnel. Head and marker lights are on marker only. Unlock doors. M&S vanilla custard with cake. Oh, nice. Cold custard though. Oh, I've got my thing ain't working. I'm pressing my button on my farm sim panel to open the doors. Like, why ain't it working? Right then. So where we... Oh, God, I've got to do that. Hang on. How do I... See. There we go. Recording at Bletchley, Leighton Buzzard, Cheddington, Tring, Berkhampstead, Hemel Hempstead, Apsley, Kings Langley, Watford Junction, where we'll change before we get to Bushy. I don't mind cold custard. Cold custard out of the tin. I've been known to do that. I haven't got any custard. All right, wait until 11 o'clock. I'm going to have a drink. It's just probably warm. It's been here for days. Actually, that's acceptable. Ambrosia. Poor Bushy will feel left out. We went to Bushy. We were disappointed by Bushy because there was no trains. We went there. Literally, the only train we could get out of Bushy was the overground. There were no mainline trains running. Cold custard is sounding very tempting right now. I had chocolate after a stream last night. Was there a stream last night? What day is it? It's Tuesday, isn't it? There wasn't a stream last night. I had chocolate last night. Cold custard is the way it's served here in the States, assuming you can find a place in the States that serves custard. How is custard not a thing? So you have... Hang on. The Americans... I'm not going to go into the whole Americans are wrong thing. But you have... biscuits, which aren't biscuits, they're scones, and gravy, which I am intrigued by biscuits and gravy. I wouldn't mind trying them. I think I'd quite like it because you can get sausage gravy. And I've pressed the button for mid-doors as well now. But you don't do custard. They don't really do sponge puddings either. Oh, imagine asking an American if they want some spotted dick. Right, anyway, Bletchley, 3.2 miles. I've been looking at doing some sort of meet-up / get-together. I wonder if a day out at Bletchley. Ask the right person, you might be in luck. Oh, we got no announcements on this. Was that because we're not in a 4? No. Ice cream cart? What the heck's a... What's going on at Bletchley? I've always wanted to go to Bletchley because that's where the Enigma code was cracked. Americans and Brits separated by more than a pond. It's a pretty big pond, in all fairness. Right, so we're making our way down to Watford. Down to Watford. I mean, I've got to turn my thing on. Ah, there we go. So at some point, I will do a 4-line run in this. When someone does a modern timetable for Crewe to Preston, and I've got the modern timetable installed for Preston to Carlisle, I will, in one stream, do Euston Mirror Problem to Milton Keynes to Crewe to Preston to Carlisle. That is going to happen. I need to work out a stream as well where I'm going to get Trent controlling the train. So I need to get that worked out. And if that's a success, see if we can do it with other people. Have a guest driver. Or drivers. Oh, hang on, I shouldn't be going this fast. Braking. There's an update coming tomorrow, fixing a lot of things, mainly in America. We'll be better than you. I'm a professional. Right, we'll shortly be arriving at Bletchley. What's tomorrow's... I need to check out what tomorrow's video is that's going out. Whether that's me one to make Nigel's cough worse. I say, this morning I sat and watched the start of the video. It's going out Sunday on YouTube. The first go at Chained Together. Where, well, yeah. I watched the first 10 minutes and just like, how did I cope with Trent? It's a train one tomorrow. It is. See, you guys know, look. See, it's a system I have. We were scarred. You wait till this Friday. We're starting right at the bottom as well. Is it 18 plus? Did we put the 18 plus on for Chained Together? I can't remember. Bracer is. I can probably hear you from here, Nige. Oh no, I can't press my button. There we go. You're clever. Can we talk about why the Chained Together stream that you're in, Tiger, isn't going on YouTube? Can we discuss that? There's nothing wrong with Trent. To be fair, there's nothing right either. This is true. Having spent time with Trent. Right. 6 miles to Leighton Buzzard. You're not very good at hand-eye coordination. I've got poor hand-eye coordination, so I could never play tennis or cricket. You got a double cone. Oh, there was... Now, if I turn the game audio down for a second, okay, and then keep quiet, I want to see if we hear the sound of chinking glasses, because Ed claimed that the stream he was in last week, that the sound of glass against bottle was from me. So let me just do a little experiment. I'll turn the game audio down and we'll see if we can hear anything. You might hear the aircon unit, but let's see. Nope. I hear no sound of clinking glasses. Clink, clink. So I think it came from Ed. It must be the dodgy connection. You thought you heard a 66. Don't you start... Look! Don't start picking on me. There's no steam train either. I did hear it. Was it a 66? No, it was a 47. No, I heard a train. You're supposed to be nice to me. It's in the contract. You heard a 66, but it wasn't. 66 Steam Train Express. So I start calling you Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc. No, I start thinking about his OMD. Ivor the engine. I look as good as you. I don't look that stupid. You look like a Barbie doll that someone's put Postman Pat's clothes on. Anyway, if you're new to the streams, welcome to this lovely caring community. Come join us. Oh, I mentioned it in the Discord earlier. If you haven't watched this week's Mock the Week, watch it. I want to go and see Sarah What's-Her-Face, the lesbian one. Sarah Keyworth. I really want to go and see her live, because that joke, I wasn't sure where it was going, but that was hilarious. You're new. You're not new. Yeah, I wonder if she's touring. I didn't like Matey Boy that's got his own series now. He's big-headed. But I like Reese James. Is it Reese James? Yeah, he's grown on me as well now. You're not new either, Round Night. It's dark. Yeah, I won't watch Unacceptable because of him. You're new. You are new. See? See? Look, that's how it works, you lot. If you're new, you say hello. The rest of you lot that aren't new, you can't say hello. That's how it works. No, look, no. New day. I just leave now because these lot are idiots. No, you're not. No, no. Look. What I meant was, if this is your first time in a stream, then say hello. Not if you were here for Sunday's stream or any stream last week. Why did you not say? Poor Steve. I know, I get picked on every bloody time. New Day has been following since 2022. Really? And this is the first time you've spoken to us. It's taken you four years. No, not tonight. No, I'm not ready. No, I'm still not ready. No. Was it heat exhaustion today? Was that it? Was it like, oh, I just don't care anymore? Not 4 decades. You're not surprised. He wasn't here Sunday, so you're new. Oh, you... Do you not know how annoying you are? Just asking. If we're not new, can we say goodbye? Oh. You can call you and Trent cute. You realise some of us have met you, Tiger. I was here Sunday but wasn't paying attention. Sounds like me, really. Right, let's get going then towards Cheddington. Wasn't that a TV series? Oh yeah, I saw a clip of something on YouTube Sunday night, yesterday. I was doing that thing when you do where you flick around and bored. Was there a cartoon series about... It was like a digger and something, and they were animated, and there was like a trials bike in it. It was just weird. It was like a JCB. I can't remember something about it. It's called Dirty something or Weird. I can't remember what it's called. It wasn't Bob the Builder. No, it was just odd. Because there was Tugs. That's what I was trying to think of. There was Tugs, wasn't there, that only did about 6 episodes, that was trying to be Thomas Tank Engine in boats. Sounds like Junior Kickstart. Oh god, I remember that. I remember playing Kickstart on the Amstrad. Not sure we want to discuss my search history. On a Sunday night and Monday night, when I've watched everything, my search history is slightly odd. Tugs, is that what Pina does at the back of Tesco for £3? We can neither confirm nor deny. Anyway, stream's coming up. Tomorrow night, I'm playing Car Dealer Simulator. I'm going to be selling cars. That could be interesting. Hopefully. That's why I'm doing it. Thursday night is some OMSI. I've got no idea what route I'm going to do. Friday night, me and Trent are going to be chained together. Which is, I thank God we're doing it on a Friday night. Saturday night, the return of Wreckfest. It's been a long time since we played Wreckfest. So doing that Saturday night. And then Sunday lunchtime, we're back on the farm. We're still trying to give a good impression. Why? plenty of bangers tomorrow. I just like the concept of it. There's that. There's a game coming up in a couple of weeks' time that I'm looking forward to doing on the stream on the Wednesday. The week after that, I won't be, because that's when I'll then do House Flipper Remastered. The week after that will be, which I'm really looking forward to. And then, actually no, if it's out by then, so I played the demo. And then the week after that is the one I want to do in multiplayer. See, I've been planning. There's logic. The game that goes out on a Sunday, if it's any good, I'd stream it on the Wednesday. There's a theme. Tuesdays is trains, Wednesdays is single player, Thursdays is a couple of us doing something multiplayer, Fridays eventually will be coaches and trucks and all that sort of stuff. Saturday, the mass multiplayer stuff. Do we get the Christmas room on Friday as it's closer to next Christmas than last? I'll think about that, Nigel. I'll let you know. At least I'm professional at something. I am. Very professional. Have you thought about it yet? No, I'm still pondering it. Mulling. I am mulling. With a mull, apart from something you do. Mull of Kintyre. This is something Scottish. Was that Paul McCartney and Wings? You think you're developing? Yeah. There's always coughing, Nigel. Ask the Amazon device. No, I might be... There's the Amazon, the Echo Show that I've been wanting. The 11-inch one is like nearly 100 quid off currently in the Steam Amazon Prime day that lasts 3 days. I'm toying with it. But I don't know what to do with the Echo device I've got downstairs. Right. Tring is next in 4.4 miles. We're making our way to Watford Junction. Then we're going to do an overground then. Back down into Euston. And then that might be all our time, actually. Time goes so fast. We'll see how long it takes us to get to Watford. And then how long we got to wait for the train at Watford going back down to Euston. Hello. Tring, tring. Oh, somebody off. Right. Where I sit at work, okay, there's someone that sits 2 desks to my left. So we can talk to each other, right? And there's someone that sits 3 desks to my right. Okay, so not exactly a huge distance away. The lad that sits 3 desks to my right rang the person on the internal phone system that was 2 desks to my left. I could hear both sides of the conversation. And he put the phone down and went, "You lazy bastard." See, I couldn't be bothered to get up and walk. It's about 15 feet. Slide. Sounds efficient. No. There's a guy at the back of the office rings me occasionally. I just ignore it. But he's one of those people that will just let it ring and ring and ring and ring. Sometimes it's easier to go and see someone face to face. It's only in the building. Alright, we're 2.3 miles from Tring. And then we go down to Watford. Yeah, so this is on my list of trips to do next week. I'm going to have to work out the weekend why Running Train... When I first time I fired up Running Train, it did the same thing. I think because it must change the graphics settings. So it must change the resolution. So it takes over all 3 of my main screens. Which means I can't do anything. The Discord screen was still running. So the only way I could fire it up was to shut the PC down. So I need to look at how it's running. So I have to do that next week. No, I haven't deleted anything. It did it the first time I fired up Running Train. Perhaps I could ring you rather than shouting out the window. Oh yeah, just imagine that. Nigel has my number. During the stream, I'd get the phone would ring. It'd be like Richard, wouldn't it? The phone would ring, I'd answer it on speakerphone, and Nigel would just be out the other end going, "Red!" I think by the time you'd done that, Nigel, I'd have run the red. Get 2 cups and a piece of string. I've been in the Whispering Gallery at up St Paul's Cathedral. That works, where you can talk and your voice carries around the other side. It's really hard when there's loads of people there, because all you can hear is everybody else's voice. Send a pigeon. They'd probably get eaten by the Canadian geese on the way. Right, we have arrived at Tring. I'm not sure geese eat pigeons. What was I watching yesterday about? Oh, it was John Oliver. About hunting wild boar or wild pigs in America. Wild pigs are a menace in America. So I think, was it Texas? Where you can just go out and shoot a wild pig. You don't need a license to be able to do it. You don't need a hunter's license. There's no hunting season, and they showed camera footage of these just wild boar pigs running around the streets. So what? Hi Barry. Right, we've arrived at Tring. We have a minute to go. You know what that means. There's no lights on. There might be lights on in here. Can we find one? Can we? You've got a ponytail. You look like an idiot. Can we find one? Baldy! Okay, I thought that got really quiet when I came back in here, didn't it? Why is it no? Okay. Some sort of magical sound barrier. Don't go to a fancy dress party in Texas dressed as a pig. Squeal, little piggy, squeal. Yours been plaited today and in a bun. Say goodbye to Pat, everybody. This is Pat's last time in the streams in a Discord server. I think there are limits, and I think that's the one. Bye, Pat. We'll not miss you. Right, onwards to Berkhamsted. Okay, right. I messaged Pat and Trent today thinking, last did a meet up in the beginning of May. Great day out in London. Really enjoyed it. Messaged them both. I fancy another meet up. We need to work on some dates. Turns out the earliest date we could do is the end of August. I'm free every single weekend. So Sodom. Who are we going to blame when Pat gets banned? Connor. A man bun. That is not cute or right. Exactly, Grand Moff. August bank holiday. Well, hopefully we're going to go and see Barry's little engine. My driver came to me at 4:30 today and wanted tomorrow off. Have I got anything for tomorrow? No. Can I take tomorrow off? Well, it's holiday. Yeah? Okay. And I mentioned it to my boss. And I said, oh yeah, so I might take Monday and Tuesday off next week. And my boss went, what? I didn't know this. So I haven't asked you yet. Well, we say all of us, Barry. It'll probably end up being just me. What happened to running train? It took over my PC and wouldn't let me run it. So I decided to do this as well instead. Right, we're 1.5 miles from Berkhamsted. Making our way back to Watford. Yeah, I'm definitely liking this line more and more now. We'll see as we get south of Watford how busy it is now. Because of the layering from Thingy to Crewe. You know, Thingy. You know what you could do, Pat? Cut it off. No one wanted to get off at Berkhamsted, did they? Oh no, fine. Professional. See? Professional train driver. I stopped perfectly. I'm the Mary Poppins of train drivers. I am practically perfect in every way. Yeah, all lucky. It's a close call. So I fly with an umbrella. Ella. Why is it so quiet? There you go. Have a bit of outside noise. It's like eerily quiet. I don't think I'm running a modded version of the train. I'm not even running a modded version of the game engine. Because, well, that causes problems. We shall wait and carry on our way towards Watford. I'm now slightly concerned as to will we actually get time to do Watford Junction to Euston. We may have to go fast. I didn't think it'd take two and a half hours. Hemel Hempstead next. Go. There we go. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to... There we go. The Tadami line when we get that. Not sure on the Richmond extension to the to the Mildmay line, but that can make that a little bit more enjoyable. Adds about another 15 minutes, I think, onto Mildmay. Am I running a modded version of myself? I wish I was. Should be at Watford 11:44. Oh yeah, Apsley, Kings Langley, Watford. That's zooming. In that case, we might not get time to do a London Overground run. So I think they're about 50 odd minutes. We might have to miss out some stations. So we'll do a semi-fast overground run back. Or make it a late one on a Tuesday. It's actually quite pleasant sat in here with the aircon blowing at me. You owe us 3 minutes. Oh yeah, I do, don't I? Yeah, I started 3 minutes late. I will be on time tomorrow. You don't mind missing 3 minutes. Obviously, we got the football at 9 o'clock, isn't it? I should imagine it'd be quite quiet in the office first thing in the morning. I don't care about that. I won't be watching it. It feels weird not having announcements now, because this is the older train. If we'd have got the 350-4, I think we'd have had announcements. You're missing Portugal versus Uzbekistan. Even I can probably tell you that Portugal are probably going to win that. This is better than that. It's a low bar. What if they don't? What if Uzbekistan win? That'd be hilarious. It's 4-0. Oh. Okay, so let's... Well, never say never. They're going to win the whole thing. So Uzbekistan are going to win the World Cup. It's not coming home. Oh, I heard that on the radio. Driving home from work. They played bloody It's Coming Home. I nearly felt like shouting, no, it's not. But I'm at car windows open. I know how Nigel feels now. Every time we talked about the tribal thing the other day. Well, I did. Every time all the tribes get all excited because their tribe's playing another tribe. Right, Apsley is... What? Oh, I already locked doors. I knew. Honestly, I knew. Right. So we've got 10 minutes to go, which is the great thing about this route. If you haven't got West Coast Mainline South, it's this and London Commuter are just so good. It's a tough one. At times, I prefer this route to London Commuter. This is certainly busier than London Commuter if you've got all the layering turned on. Steve 1, professionalism 0. That's the only one. That's the only one you spotted in the last hour and 25 minutes, Nigel. You obviously haven't been paying that much attention. I think it's the announcements. I'm so used to them now. They give you a cue as to when to start braking. Muting is a good thing. It is. Pay attention and suffer. That's not very nice, is it? You'll miss me when I'm not here. I'll take some time off. Probably won't. Right, wait until 11:36 and 30 seconds. We can get Trent and Pat to go up for it. You're all just waiting, aren't you, for the day where I retire and go, that's it, I'm done. You know, 10.5 years is enough for me. I'm out of here. You're all then going to go, right, Trent. Come on then. Long time waiting at wherever we are. Where are we? Absolutely. Why have they got that huge sign and that little tiny writing? Would we think like that? Mm-hmm. Now I'm here. Now I'm there. Yeah, it's only weird, isn't it? So there's something wrong with the audio in this train. We've got no audio in the cab. Right, King's Langley. Wasn't that in Game of Thrones? King's Langley. Oh, God, really?
Happy 58 months. It's extremely hot. I am moist in places I didn't know I could be moist in. Roll on winter.
Indeed, Liam. You want to help? You want to get Mrs. Liam to dry those places off for you? Maybe Giants did the audio, but thank you, Liam. We won't talk about it only being a 10-month streak. But thank you, 58 of the months. He wouldn't reach. I'm not moist, actually. I came home from work, stuck shorts on, air conditioning units blowing cold air down the side of me. I'll probably get a little bit moist when I go downstairs. We don't talk about it only being 58 either. Yeah, considering you've been around since Google Plus. The people that should be on the most, right? There's 3 people that should be on 11 years. Which should be Ed, because Ed's been here since Google Plus. I don't even think Ed subscribes, does he? I don't know. I don't think so. Larwood, who I'm not sure if Larwood's dead, and Liam. Yeah, 3 people that have been here since Google Plus. I think Trent's the second highest. Oh, that's brakes. That's a lot of brakes. No, Richard hasn't been around that long. Richard's only been here since after COVID. Yeah, it's White Fang that's high, yeah. Yeah, White Fang was a tier 2 sub. Not anymore. Not that makes a difference to me. No. Richard came, we did the meet-up at the Gaydon Car Museum. Me, Richard, Nico. Just the 3 of us, I think. That's the first time we met Richard. I think he's only been to 3 meetups since. Said he'd go to a lot more, but keeps dropping out. You did write a sticker saying Nico on it, yeah. Right, lock doors. He's avoiding you. It's understandable. You are an idiot. I guess Barry's one of only 2 VIPs. I think Dorset's got a role that no one else has got as well. Right, Watford Junction then. Don't you mean a BAP? Don't start on that one, Dorset. No, I had to give Dorset a separate role so that only Dorset and people above Dorset could do the command that he's going to use a lot on Saturday. Dorset, chief moderator for Ed. Yeah, Saturday night's going to be interesting. I was wondering if there's a way I can actually do a counter on screen, but I don't think there is. Not easily. Yeah, Saturday's going to be Wreckfest, if you're wondering, if you're watching. Friday night, me and Trent are going to be chained together. Not just a fun thing. Thursday night is OMSI. Tomorrow night is Car Dealer Simulator. Is that a plane in the tunnel? It does sound like it, doesn't it? There we go. We're out of the tunnel. Yeah, so this is what I was... Streamlabs, yeah. This is what I was going to do next Tuesday. But I'll see, well, unless Dovetail throw something new out next week, which I don't know if there is. Obviously, there is a new DLC coming out this week, which is American Freight engines. I won't be covering them. Not because there's issues in them, because there are. But American Freight isn't my thing, and nothing to do with the fact that I started to record a video on Saturday in one, and I couldn't get it moving, so I gave up. The invites are out to go to their offices to see and talk about the next iteration of this. I'm not going. What I might do though is take the day off, because last time they did like a Discord live stream discussing what was coming, which I caught bits of at work, but I might take the day off or the afternoon off so I can hear about the new version. Right, we are here, so I will get out. I think the Tadami line was still on the 3 months, wasn't it? Right, we'll relinquish the service. Now we want to go over there to the overgrounds then. I'm looking forward to the Tadami line. I think that's going to be an interesting one. We got the Portuguese route coming as well. I think that's going to be busy. I think that's going to be interesting. That's it. Okay. I didn't want to go in the lift. Okay. I was looking for the stairs. Bye, train. Really? 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 Okay then. Right. Oh, there's one coming in. I don't know if you know, but you missed the train. Why is there no boards here? Are we supposed to know what's coming? Right, there's one coming in. That's bound to be going back out again at some point. Right. What goes in always goes out again. Well. Okay. Right. Shove my thing in. Shove that into forward. Lock doors. Right. Tail light off. Head marker light day. Right, have I confused it now? There we go. Really? Right, 11:58. That's fine. Okay, right. So we're set up. What we'll do is we'll come out here. We'll speed time up. That was quick. I did think about doing a train watch at 4 times speed from one of the stations. I just thought it'd be hilarious. There is a train watch coming up. 2 weeks' time? It's on this line as well. So we stand here at 4 times speed to hopefully see lots of trains come through. Are there any? No. So you say this line is busy now. It is, just not in the 4 minutes since I started doing the thing. It's very busy. Look, it's just the trains are going so fast we can't see them. Here's one. There you go. Oh, there's another one. It's fine. That's 3 weeks. 4. See, it is busier. I'm a professional. I wouldn't lie to you lot, would I? They're fairly close together, aren't they? Well, that's 2 trains that are going fast in, well, literally fast. Can we cast a vote on that? What, me being professional? I am professional. I keep telling... Jesus, I keep telling you this. Right. Okay. Making all passengers stand... Yeah, I'm just going to... Not creepy at all. They just stood. They're out there, aren't they? Looking at me. I know they're out there. Any steam trains went past? We haven't seen a 66 either. It sounded like a steam train. Have you heard one? I haven't heard a 66, no. You lot just don't believe me, do you? With my superior knowledge, expertise, professionalism, sophisticatedness, that's a word, charm, charisma, you know, all of those. You just sounded like Ed now. Have you seen the red? There is a red. Right, passengers can now do the getting on thing. Oddly, I quite like the London Overground trains. I've left from Barking Riverside quite a few times in the last couple of years on an overground train. It's just something about being like on the first stop out of a new service when it's quiet. By the time it gets to Barking, it's rammed. Red means go. Yeah, that's the one. Advanced driving techniques, ADT. On those the alarm people. Right, you wait another minute. I haven't been on the new ones. I've been on these ones. Are there new ones other than these ones? I saw a video on the new Elizabeth line trains that are coming in, which are the same as the old ones. The passengers are usually alarmed. They should be. I think the new tube trains that are coming in this year. I will arrange a day, probably on my own, because you lot are idiots, when there's a mixture of the new tube trains and the old tube trains running. So when they started putting a few of the new ones into service and the old ones, it'd be nice to go up and down the tube line and do a combination of the old and the new. We got the 378 some year, which are also in this. Newcastle Metro's got new trains, which Pina doesn't like. Yeah, there's no Elizabeth line trains. The thingy, what do we call it? Jeff Marshall did a video on them. I'm starting to get annoyed with Jeff Marshall, right? I've followed his content since he did the Around Britain, all the stations thing. That's when I first found him. What? I've inserted the master key. Master key in. Set the master to on. Set the reverser away from shutdown to activate the cab. I've done that. What? I've just done that. What? Is this now getting confused? Right, master key out. Right, master key in. Reverser. Forward. I can't. Ah, is the other end still? Oh God, hang on. Because I took it over before the other end was shut down. Anyway, what I was saying about Jeff Marshall, some of the videos that he does that I think he could do a lot longer on, like the new trains, and he went, that was how he went to Siemens thing. That he just does a really short video on. I think the stuff that should be longer and interesting, he doesn't. So I actually started to get annoyed with him. If I stop following him, he'll be the last transport person that I follow. Tail lights on. Yeah, maybe. In. Forward. There we go. Only a little bit late. Right, we're off. I don't know if we're going to get all the way. So 11:58. What time are we due to arrive? So it's a 50-minute run. Yeah, we won't be going all the way to Houston unless we miss out some stations. Yeah, there's another thing is I don't know, is that normal? There's only one channel I do the membership thing on. And so obviously I get notified when the members only channel stuff comes out, and I like that. But is it a bit clickbaity? Is it a bit, I don't know, you should be subscribing to my members only stuff to actually show it in the feed? Because I'm sure I don't get that from anybody else that must do members only stuff. Yeah, we came as far as Bushy when we went to London in May. But didn't come up as far as Watford High Street. No, the mini Jeep guy hasn't done anything. I think he's having to work now. Because I don't think he's obviously getting that much money. He gets a lot of views, though. Yeah, that I just watched for the double entendres of him and his getting his little willy wet, which is quite amusing. One day I will do we won't recommend it to Tiger because he complains now that he's got too much to watch on YouTube. I will do a stream of like who I watch on YouTube. Oh, don't. I used to have to watch some of his stuff because of obviously who I was spending time with. And he's one of those that his girlfriend joined, that's it, turn off. There was another transport guy that did stuff a few years ago that he started out doing travel stuff where he's one of those where he has the camera on him, didn't speak. So you just got the text on the screen. And it's really interesting. So you're getting the background noise. See how there's a GoPro strapped to his chest. So you're getting the background noise and the text would come up. Then he started speaking and he was annoying. Then he got a girlfriend. And the girlfriend was then in the street, in the videos, turned off. So it was the same with, I used to love Hubnut that did car content. He didn't have many followers at all when I first started following him. And followed him, he did his New Zealand trip, which I thought was amazing. His adventures with his 2CV were brilliant. Then as soon as he came back from New Zealand, he got with Mrs. Hubnut and the annoying brats of the kids. She started to appear in lots of videos. No, unsubscribed. And I think looking at, occasionally his videos come up in my feeds, and he's getting less and less views. And I get it, you know, that's why I've always done a mixture of stuff that's just me or stuff that's multiplayer. So from the very first streams, there's always been some kind of multiplayer. So me and other people, me and one person, or just me. And so I think from some people probably watch the stuff that I'm in on my own, and some people might just enjoy watching the multiplayer stuff. But there's always been that balance. But when you're following someone, all of a sudden they introduce someone else, it's like, eh. Yeah, this is where we were. Bushy. We got off the train here, went down, went across, walked up onto that middle platform, and it was like, oh, there's no trains. I had to come back and then wait and get on the next train going back again. The Trent Appreciation Society. Yeah, I've got one guy now that he used to put weekly videos out that I looked forward to. Now he's become a full-time YouTuber. He's putting more content out. Which sometimes I think, okay. And sometimes you almost think now that he's only putting content out for the money. It's like, yeah, you're only putting this video out, aren't you? Because you know you're going to get money from it. Yeah, other people I've got that I'd like to see more content from, you don't. It's like, really? I want you to make more stuff than you do. It's like the reverse of people that watch my stuff on YouTube. They wish I did less. Right, Carpenter's Park next. I know one person who says that. I'm always I feel very conscious sometimes that I'm putting out too much content. It's like because I know what it's like when you've got people that are putting stuff out that you want to watch and there's too much. And I know a lot of you won't watch the streams that go out on YouTube because you watch them live, and that's fine. Which means there's probably a couple of videos a week that I'm actually doing that's new. So the Monday one, the Wednesday one, and some of the Fridays. So that's a good mix, isn't it? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So 3 videos that you may not have seen, and then something new on a Sunday. So I think that for like 20-minute videos as well is probably a good mix. I wonder if Planty would like Steve to spend more time with him. I love the small community. It's brilliant when new people join, and it's great when you see new people chatting in chat, and then you start seeing them come back and then chat more and become a regular. And it's great when we get those people that have sort of found the place where they can be them. That was a train. Honestly, that was a train. I am that good. And not a steam train. It was. I'm already thinking about Christmas. I know it's 6 months away, but I'm already in the back of my mind thinking, right, I've got 2 weeks off work. What do I do about streams? Absolutely round night. No one judges. We don't care what age you are. We don't care what your sexual preference is. We don't care what you look like unless you've got a ponytail. especially the age thing. I think it must be difficult for people of a, let's just say, older generation. When you're looking around on Twitch, I think there is that maybe certain thing in older people where you think Twitch is for youngsters and Twitch is for the people playing Call of Duty and stuff like that. And there's nowhere that they're going to find someone like-minded like them or their age. I love the fact that this community's always been about the age gap not being important. You know, we've had people in the community from probably 14 years old up into their mid-70s. And sometimes on a stream together. And it doesn't matter a hoot. No one cares. Hey, no, that's Sunday, Trent. So if you aren't... Oh, hang on. No. I was about to say, so if you are new and you're lurking, and maybe you haven't spoken before, and you're looking for somewhere to join in, just say hello. No, not... Really? I get on with anybody. No, look. Now, how are the new people supposed to say hello when you lot are saying hello? I don't do Italian, Sim. There you go. Driver Dan. See? Hello. I know. Helop. You lot really are just... I thought... Well, okay. That's the last we hear from Dan. Not the first time Dan's spoken in chat, though. Because it would tell us if it was the first time. Is that hello or help? So he's not new. We found you out, Dan. Dan is not a virgin. Chatter. Right, we are 600 yards from Headstone Lane. We're not having an I'm a Virgin role in the Discord. I'm not creating that room. The Madonna room. He followed 8 years ago. Yeah, so what happened to the couple before there then, Liam? Who's in that room? Would it be room for Trent only? No, I don't think so. And nowadays, it's not a bad thing. It's never been a bad thing. We've arrived at here, Headstone Lane. You followed since 2022. I haven't. I'm new. So yeah, I will do a full line run in this. Say from Euston Mirror Problem all the way up to Carlisle. When either that someone's done a train that I can drive on Crewe to Preston and Preston to Carlisle. The 47's all right. So I could probably do the 47 from Crewe to Preston. You're new-ish. Ish. Seems we're being annoying. You're always annoying, though. Apparently, you've only followed since February this year. You're new and a virgin. Can someone help you? What, with both? Or with just being new? We're not... This isn't Sims and Stuff dating. If it was, then I'd be trying to find myself someone first. We'll send Trent round. Well, Pina, apparently. Pina will do anything for £3. If you're in Newcastle, Pina will take you around the back of Tesco's for £3. Right, Harrow and Wheelsden next in half a mile. So we start seeing the overground. We are in the overground. We start seeing the underground stuff now at Harrow. Harrow! I've been thinking about my annual birthday trip to Brussels next year as well. That is 100% happening again. That's almost become a tradition now for me. Birthday in Brussels. And the return to... unless I do get there beforehand. The return to Germany. I wouldn't go back. No, I'm not rushing back to. I'm not rushing back to Amsterdam. I've done Amsterdam. The only thing I liked about Amsterdam was stopping at Weesp. Unlocking doors. Return to Leipzig. No, was it? No, it wasn't Leipzig. Was it to Leipzig? The place for the steps. I like Rotterdam, Liège, yeah. I want to go back to Rotterdam because we didn't really. The plan was to get off the tram one side of the bridge and we were going to walk over the bridge, which would have been quite nice. But we didn't get. We literally ran out of time. Just because it was that we had so much we're trying to fit in into 2 whole days. Right, Kenton is next. What about Bergen? There's not a lot there, is there? Right, so we're now sharing the lines with underground trains, which always seems weird when you see the overground and underground and wombling free on the same lines together. And you can tell this is underground because 4 tracks. Should plan a trip to Noodly Boo. That's a long way off. That's off the coast of Africa. Portugal won 5-0. That's an annihilation. And Alaska. One day I'll get to America. Right. England are up next, yeah. Well, fact for you. There's more of the underground that's overground than there is underground. There you go. I did say that on the meetup. Turning into Trent now. You said that before. I say a lot of things over and over again because I don't know. People could be new. No. Fun fact of the day. Right. I think we now attempt to run fast to... Because what is it? It's another half an hour. So I think we try and run fast now to Euston. Let's see how it'll let me. It does. The Met line, yeah. I first got times I went into London, parked at Rickmansworth, and it goes further than that. Right. So we're now fast to Euston. I'm gonna still do line speed. But we'll see if we get caught up behind anything. I'm speeding by 1 mile an hour. I do like trekking around London on the train. Someone at work yesterday said, "Did you go to London Saturday?" I said, "No." "Why not?" So I couldn't be asked. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, right. Not stopping there. No, I'm not stopping. We're going fast to Euston. Did we ever have a thunderstorm last night? It actually cooled it down. Slept under the duvet, which I didn't do the night before. Yeah, I missed your stop. The only thing now is by not stopping, we're going to catch something up. Can we do a request stop? No, next stop is Euston. We have a problem. That was the train. Yes, we got a yellow down here. So either we're going to be stuck behind an overground train or we're going to get stuck behind an underground train. That your... Oi, that my Myrtle. Wasn't she in Harry Potter? Moaning Myrtle. Don't forget, Trent hasn't seen, or Pat haven't seen Harry Potter. I don't know whether I want to watch the films again before the series comes out. I was watching the films with our ex-comrade and then got as far as the 4th one and stopped. Okay, we've got a red. You haven't seen the Harry Potter films. You've got to get through the first one. The first one's very getting you used to the characters and the world. After the first one, they get really good. I think the series is going to be good. You haven't seen them either. Depends how old you are. I read the books. See, I read the books and then watched the film. Oh, the last couple of films are just amazing. I hope the series does well. I hope they're long episodes as well. No, a bit longer than that, Liam. Okay, so we've got a red. See, this is the problem now, because we haven't stopped. There's either going to be another overground train in front of us or an underground. So we're just going to be going station to station now. That's what you do at a red. I always stop at a red. Professional. Hey, I want to try and plan another quiz for a few weeks' time. If you want a game you can join in with, by the way, if you're new to the streams, no. Going to be doing some more bingo on a couple of Saturdays' time. All you need is Roblox, which is free, and you can join us for some bingo. No, FPS is fine. A little bit glitchy, but that's because of this route. No, I am banging out 1080p. It does seem to get micro stutters. Well, that's unreal. And I haven't been on this route since the last update. And I'm not running a tweaked game engine or anything either. Red. You scumbag. Go. Yeah, we're literally going to be following something all the way now. So there's no benefit. We should have just stopped at the stations. Because we're not going to be able to overtake whatever it is. Unless it's underground. If it's underground, then it will sod off earlier. Good to test my ability to stop at reds. It could be that one I missed at Watford. Yeah, but I wouldn't have caught up 10 minutes, would I? We're only 3 minutes ahead. Alright, Willesden Junction. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh, oh. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I didn't doubt it for a second. Or you do a delivery to end the stream. No, because I want to get to Euston. Well, I owed you 3 minutes, don't forget, from the beginning. I've only been going 2 hours 15. So we should be fine. Doesn't the underground split off at some point down here? Can I delete that train ahead? Seems a bit drastic, doesn't it? There we go. Hang on, no, we're going again now. Right. Into Willesden Junction. I'll be done before 9 o'clock. Blimey. Oh, that was lucky. That was lucky. That was very lucky. Right, Kensal Green. Come on, we can do this. You've got to get to Euston. We're going fast to Euston. There's a train in front of us. There be a red in front. Then go fast. You can't, because it's red. If I run a red, it'll be over, won't it? Somebody put the stations in the wrong place. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so we're only 4 minutes. We've only gained 4 minutes of time because we were due here at 36. Yeah, there's a red at the other end of the platform. Oh, it's now gone yellow. I think speed up a bit. Problem is, if you speed up, you'll catch up the train more. So you almost don't want to speed up. What you want to do is keep at a constant speed so that the... should have stolen the HST. Not putting that much effort in again. Right, Queen's Park. This is where the underground splits off. So if it's an underground train we're following, we should gain a bit of speed now, but I don't think it'd be that other overground train. Ah, there we go. We got a green now. Yes, you're on a different line now to the undergrounds. Because they go underground. That looks close. Holy crap! Okay then. When was the last checkpoint? I want to see now how far back it actually saved. Where are we? This is a long way out. Kenton. We're miles out. Is that the last time it saved? It was all the way out of bloody Kenton. Hang on though, Kenton's close. No schedule, no, but it should take us straight in now. The signal was green, yeah, but the arse end of that tube train was sticking out. Off to Wembley to see Harry Styles. No thanks. I like that Eagles song by the other one. That was quite good. You'd rather watch this than Harry Styles. That's not a very high bar for me, is it, Nige? Zayn. No, the other one. The one that isn't dead. Obviously. Neil. That's the one. Spelt wrong. I've got one of the Take That concerts on Blu-ray, the one with the robot in, and the first time I watched it, I was just blown away by the fact that that robot figure came out from behind the stage. That must have cost millions to do. Nile, that's the one named after a river. I'm guessing we are getting closer, aren't we? So we should just run straight into Euston. We have a problem now. So it put us in at Kenton, which we hadn't been to. Just slightly weird. No, because I didn't get this far. That's it's put me. It spawned me ahead. I'm not complaining. All right, there is a red. Oh no! We had got to Kenton. We've been round this bit. I thought it put us further ahead. I'm confused. Crashed at Queen's Park. Yeah, I thought Kenton was ahead of Queen's Park. It's not, is it? So we done this bit. Right, what I'll do then. What is ahead of us? You. Right, well, I've just removed the train. It's not making any difference. Ah. No, we got a path. Proceed as signals indicate. But there's nothing else on that same bit of track. But that's showing red going that. I'm confused now. Have I broke it by deleting that train? There's nothing else down there. Is this one coming towards me? That's Harlesden. I don't know if we're going to make it anyway now. So we've got to go all past Willesden Junction. Oh, wrong way. No, there's nothing there. I don't think it is. So where else would it go? It's just going off up there. I'm stopping at Stonebridge Park. We've still got the red. Yeah, the only thing is if it's going... It can't be going up there because they're red. But... Yeah, but that's... Oh, is it now changed? No, it's still got red. I'm confused. See, that's got the green. It can't, unless... No. If that was going up there, then I'd understand why we've got the red. But we should have the... Because it's crossing in front of us. But it's... Yeah, it is broken. Elephant and Castle to Harrow and Willesden. So that's an underground. So that's going past us. So that wants to come here. Okay. Let's remove path and set path. Blimey. Where do the... Oh, there we go. Right, let's see what it gives us now then. I think I've set us to go into a platform we shouldn't be going in on. Yeah, there's the underground train. I'll be hilarious if we then just coast in. Well, yeah, if I've picked it to go into a platform I shouldn't be in, it might take us off this line and onto the main line. That could be interesting then, because there's no third rail. So we're going to lose power. It's okay. For those of you who want to watch the football, I will be done. Oh, we got a yellow and a red. Where do you get to Euston? I just hope that underground train hasn't got his arse sticking out again. Oh, that was fast. Yeah, it shouldn't really be going this quickly. Right. Yeah, I know there's a red. Four miles to go. Someone giving out the next to kin cards. Well, whatever it is in front of us is getting a bit of a lick on because it's staying ahead of us. Yeah, exactly. Lick. Lick who? Anyone? Is that included in Pina's £3 service? Right, we've got greens. And some yellows. I've definitely picked the wrong platform, I think, to come in on. So it depends on how far out the third rail stops. Or is it third railed in? Obviously, at some point, the 4 rails are going to stop, but the underground trains don't go. There we go. So down to third rail now. So the 4 have stopped, so underground doesn't come down here. Two miles to go. Yeah, but let me set a route into where we're going. Yeah, we have got a red. Depends if the platform I picked is now busy. Oh, that seems too quick round there. There's a red. Yep, thank you, Liam. The station's being evacuated, yeah. We might be alright, you know. Why are they stopped going out? That's slightly concerning. Or are they stopped coming in? Have I nicked one of their platforms? Yeah, there's a queue of trains there. That's 3 trains in a row queued to go in. I've done nothing. I reckon it's just a lot of AI in here now. Yeah, we've got no third rail. So we've now got no power. Hang on. I bet I've stolen their platform. Look at where I'm coming in. That's why they're queued. Yeah, they have to tow this thing out now, aren't they? Yeah, I bet they're queued because I stole this platform. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London Euston. Be interesting to see what the AI does with this now. The AI be like, what am I supposed to do with that? Oh yeah, the pants have gone up. Hang on, were we on No, we weren't on overhead. I didn't realise they did both. So it'll leave okay. Anyway. Yeah, so in theory now that could leave. But yeah, all those trains now are stuck. We won't worry about that. There we go. See, I gave you more than an extra 3 minutes as well. Aren't I good? Sitting out 3 minutes late. Back to the menu we go. Eventually. So yeah, there is there's these things, the GP60M and the GP60M, this one, they're coming out Thursday for Cajun Pass and a couple of other routes. Yeah, they're not my thing, so I won't be creating any content in them. If you like American freight, they are coming out in a couple of days' time. But yes, I won't be covering anything on them. I tried, I couldn't get the train working. There we go then. Yeah, nearly the same time as if I did properly from Watford. Pretty much, wouldn't it? That's what I was going to do next Tuesday. Maybe next Tuesday we do West Coast Mainline and we see if we can do the route hop thing and then continue on to Crewe. So what if we do Euston to Crewe next Tuesday in a 350 for a change? We'll see if we can do that. So we'd have to be early at Milton Keynes to allow us to then catch the same service after route hopping to carry on. We'll see if we can do that for next Tuesday. Tomorrow night, though, is some car dealer simulator, me selling dodgy cars. It's been a while, exactly. Thursday night is some OMSI. Friday night is me and Trent being chained together. Saturday night is Wreckfest, and then Sunday lunchtime back on the farm. So thanks to you lot for keeping me company throughout that one then, considering it was unplanned. I will try and find out at the weekend what was causing my running train to lock up all three of my screens. And there's no point to running the credits, really, because nothing happened. So thanks to Trent, to Sim, to Nigel, to David, to Shawnee, to New Day, to Pina, to Smiley Tom, to Liam for resubscribing. Most of those thanks to, a couple of those thanks to gifts. Connor for the money, and Round Night, Smiley Tom, Nico, Magic Feet and Tiger for the bits, and the moderation team for doing absolutely nothing. Thank you indeed. You guys really are generous when it comes to giving out gift subs to stop people watching the ads. I do really appreciate it, and I'm sure the people do as well. There we go. Enjoy what's left of your evening. Hopefully you get some sleep tonight, and come on Ghana for the football. I will be back tomorrow night to sell cars. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.